And we're live! We're gonna play some Neon Striker today. In the hopes that I can do the build that I tried to do for YouTube and it didn't work. Let's just dive into it and see what we can do. How's it going, Liver Shot? How are you doing today? How's it going, Tiny? Hope everyone's having a great day today. How's it going, Stormwing? How's it going, Floofy Foxy? Oh, maybe this is gonna be a zip zap build. I would love to do an orbital if we could find orbital. You have a husband again, now you have to share your bed. I mean, just, you know, if you get like really cold feet, then you can hit him with that, and then the bed will be all yours again in no time at all, I'm sure. How's it going, Chef? How's it going, Median? How's it going, Aces? That means something is touching my feet that is against the laws of nature. Well, I didn't realize I was talking to the handstand champion of the world. Ouch. Alright, everybody is marked. Perfect. He's thinking of that creepy boss from Peglin. Bullets and orbital slicers have plus 30% speed. I've done Pulsar Heart stuff recently. Maybe I'll get the bullet enhancer because that'll help me now and it'll help. Oh jeez! 13 Absols, thank you for the 10 gift subs. I appreciate you. Also, how's it going, 13 Absols? Hope you have a great day today. Hi, bye, Mr. Bearman. Hope everyone's doing good. Oh, I'm taking a lot more damage than I need to be. Let's just get some of this shield back. We'll circle around. I wanted to hit the marked guy so he would explode, but that didn't happen. Did I eat and upload the video? I did upload the video, and I did eat today. I had to think about it for a second. Oh, well, Chef, thank you for the 5 gift subs. Appreciate it. It's a hype trade. Weapon in front has 2 multi-shots and shoots zap bullets. Well, that seems pretty good. Something like that for now until I can get a better gun to convert.
Safety first.
Oh.
Put on your helmet.
An anonymous helmet from the shadows. Thank you very much.
Baby.
Very much appreciated. You like the D&D upload? I'm glad. The D&D did pretty good, so I definitely think we'll have to do it again at some point. Whether or not this will be another one-shot or something longer, I definitely think that we'll definitely do another one at some point for sure. You just gotta figure out all of the minutia of that. And then if we do it again, I'm going to want to try to improve upon it to make it better. If we're going to do it long form, I'll probably make sure that everybody has like custom models from like Euroforge or something to go in there and make it look pretty. And I'll have more like atmospheric music or something to be accompany it. That hopefully will be copyright free. Oh, another capacitor. High voltage is tempting, but another capacitor is very good. What class was Billy? Normal human child. But if you want to know specifically, it is it's not officially released content actually, but it's one that they've been playtesting for a while. But it's Scion. And even in that case, it was ever so slightly modified because I talked to James about certain things on how it could be minorly tweaked because I felt like words as written, it wasn't as good as it could be or should be. So I talked to James about that. And the great thing about D&D is anything can happen as long as you talk to the DM about it. That explains why you couldn't pin it down. If you search up D&D 5e Scion, one of the first things that should come up is the most recent playtest material PDF. So it's not terribly hard to find. Thermal Lance does not fire as fast, so I don't think it's as good as the capacitor. So I think I'll just have that backwards, just so I have a backwards gun. It's fine. And then that gives me the quick run away. Alright. Beautiful. Could take another bullet enhancer, but a reloader right here is not bad. Zap, zap, zap. Another capacitor. Alright then. Also, Hype Train success. Thank you once again, everybody. Alright. I feel like once I change these front weapons to a better weapon, I'll be in a pretty good spot. Shen, thank you for the 45 months. How's it going? Thanks for coming out. Oh, a slime launcher. That's probably pretty good for bullet conversions. In fact, I could even do something like that. Twitch not cooperating? You don't say. Alright. Things are not great, TM, but you're doing your best. Look, that's all we can do out here, is do our best. I hope things get better, but I get it. Cloning program. I could clone a Zap Wave. That would give us a lot of marked enemies that explode into a lot of Zap, and that would be a lot of funny. I could clone a superconductor, and clone capacitors. Now, with the Zap Wave, I should probably upgrade this and then clone it. Something like that. Alright. Now, if I can get another slime launcher or two, we'll really be in the business of giving them the business. So I'm glad that the tooltip for marked is permanently on my screen, just in case you didn't know how marked worked. There it goes. Hey, an orbital slicer! It's too late for you, sir! Alright, now we're gonna be zapping like champions. Oh, hi, Marked. Mark! Dang it! Go away! The game is insistent that you know what marked is. How's it going, Sally? Hit list is very good for what we're doing. Targeting systems is funny for what we're doing. Sucks what I'm hanging in there. Look, I get it. Everybody just do your best. Also, I'm running out of space for things. Also, this Zap Wave, when it dies, it won't quite release 11 Zap Bullets. I'll have you know it's going to release 10.666666666666666667 zap bullets. Also aces, yes. Clearly, this zap wave was not meant to be devalued the way it has been. You know, this laser blaster's probably not really doing anything, so I think I'd rather have the hit list, because that's healing. Man in space declares not enough space. Yes. Whew. Zappy explosions. Not really gonna use any of these. Oh, 7.111111111 zaps in a circle. Oh, jeez. I probably don't need you if I'm being real. This is gonna go away soon, but I want it to go all the way down to dirt before it goes. Blue doesn't even mark anybody anymore. Pretty fireworks. We definitely have more than one gun. The Zapper is funny. The Orbital Slicer, again, it's too late. I'm going to take the Havoc Super Focus, because if we get the upgrade that allows us to ignore the stuff with it, that could be funny. Now the Zap Wave marks -1 enemies. And then it releases 4.740740, etc., and so on. Might be able to combine those zap waves. Sadly, not yet. I don't think I'll ever be able to combine a zap wave unless I find another one, because they're all different. Honestly, I think I'm just done with that zap wave, because I would just get another common one and then this one would disappear, and I don't want another one of those. In fact, I don't think I want this one. But it does add more zap bullets for explosions, which is fun. It's probably fine. We'll do this. Whee! Another capacitor, which at this point is probably just upgrading one of these. Because space is becoming limited. Yeah, we'll just upgrade. Man, all you gotta do is start off that initial chain reaction and then just everybody explodes. This is fun. Don't think I need or want that. I think this would just fine the way it is. Alright then. Hey, a capacitor. How's it going, Mix Raven? How you doing? Alright, so all of these eons should be marked, right? No, it's just the one. Rude. It's probably just the real one. Hey, another superconductor. I can upgrade my 3 common items that I'm using. I could upgrade my cloned thing so I can get a little bit more mine nonsense out of it, which is kind of funny. Alright. Honestly, let's just go up the ladder. We're doing it all over again, baby. That does mean we're gonna have to start from the bottom. Now we here. I don't need to combine you yet. I'll just take the more damage for now. Oh, hey, our Mark is back. Reloader. I can upgrade you. Slap you there. I can upgrade you guys. And then I can put you here. Alright, here we go, baby. Did you know that Mark transfers from another enemy when you kill them? I had no idea. Where did you find out this information? They should put that on a tooltip or something. Hey, another superconductor. Something like that. What is my favorite N64 game? I don't know off the top of my head. There's no clear favorite N64 game that I can think of off the top of my head. I'm sure I can come up with one if I sat down and thought about it for a long time. GoldenEye is a fun one, but that's like specifically really fun with people. Ocarina of Time, another excellent one. Mario 64, I played a lot as a kid. I like that a lot. Oof, the hologram or the superconductor. The hologram theoretically means more Zapwave shenanigans, theoretically. It's like I don't even know what to take off anymore. It might be the back guns. Because I feel like Those are just more valuable. Mischief Makers is up there. There's a special place in my heart for Mischief Makers. Alright, we got the fireworks back in action. I took off the bottom gun, so I could have... No, I can't even... Well, I can combine a slime gun and then do it, but a superconductor I think is just better. Alright, now the Zap Wave is common, and I can't do anything else with it, but I can do that. I can do a lot of combining to get the back gun back. Or I can leave it like this, which is still technically probably better than what I was doing before. It'll just be just ridiculous explosion, and I'm just there to kill like one marked thing, and then everything else goes nuts. Yours has to go to Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2. That is another fantastic game that I played a lot of. Tony Hawk 1 through 3 I played a whole lot of. I feel like that is not unique to me, though. I'll take you just in case. Alright. All of this mark probably doesn't do much on the boss, so I might have been better off doing a different strategy for the boss, but... Yep, because now I'm dead. Good job, everybody. We did it. I'm not good in video games. All right, but now we're going to get the orbital build. Alright. The superconductor again. The game has a type. We're either gonna get orbital or we're gonna do the same damn thing again. I want the orbital build. I would love to get orbitals early and just do a silly orbital build. I think it could be fun. But the game has not been willing to cooperate every time I've ever tried it. I've seen Scott do it once, and that was the only time I've ever seen it in action. The only reason why I know it's possible is because Scott did manage to do it once. And I was in the vicinity. All I need to do is get the knight with some whirlwind sand. I tried that once. It's on. You can watch that failure on YouTube. And if you want to see that failure's other YouTube videos, make sure to go check those out as well. Pulsar heart. Yeah, sure, why not? Pulsar Heart ever charge? There it goes. And it hit stuff that didn't matter. Well, I guess there wasn't much left. An absence of punting will remind me of great pause. I don't know if I'm properly equipped for this particular wave. Ow. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. This might be over before it began. Oh, that's not the direction that was supposed to go. I was trying to shoot my... Okay. That pulsar gets me every time. It's what I get for believing in dreams. Okay. Hey, look, Pulsar Heart. Crying out loud. Pulsar is much better in the new update. Well, I think the beta update that I'm not in right now is purely multiplayer, and I don't know if they did anything with Pulsar Heart. I don't think they did. I don't even think the ship is available. But yeah. I think that for as much hoops you have to jump through for Pulsar Heart, I think it doesn't do nearly enough damage. That's my opinion on Pulsar Heart. If it charged faster, then it doing less damage would be more acceptable as well. But the way it stands, it doesn't give you enough DPS to cover for all of the downsides that it has for just trying to use it. But what if you have super focused it? That would not solve enough of the problems, and then that introduces an additional wrinkle if you can't use anything else but that weapon. Bullet enhancer, because we're definitely gonna get an orbital. Giant explodey slash is cool. I agree, it's cool. I'm not arguing against the cool factor. That's why I often find myself trying to use it, because I think it's cool. It's just not good. But I like using weapons that are cool but not necessarily good. But then people on the internet are like, you shouldn't do that because it's not good. And I'm like, yeah, but it's fun and cool. And they're like, well, yeah, but it's bad, and therefore by using it you're bad. And I'm like, I know, that was never under debate. How's it go, Bar? Maybe a boomerang will do something.
Safety first. Put on your...
Mara's been tidied. Thank you very much, Tidy.
Ouch, baby.
I don't know if we were debating anything. I was just saying that I think that a particular weapon in this game is not very good based on all the stuff that you have to do it. But I do think that it's fun. And a lot of people on the internet do not like the cross-section between bad and fun. And then they say that I'm bad, and then I agree with them. And then everyone lives happily ever after. Also, I'm also dead. Off to a great start. Look, we haven't gotten the orbital start anyway, so really, if you think about it, it's just saving me time. Hey look, Pulsar Heart! Well, there you go, just for you. Alright, I'm charged up with a big shot. Try to hit as many of these guys as possible. They're all split up because why wouldn't they be? Well, I didn't shoot the 3 because I saw the 2. I got impatient. Is the heart good as a sideways weapon? It depends on how large and calcified it is, I suppose. Don't worry. I have twice as many pulsar hearts now. Ow. Okay, that was a decent shot. Nitro, destroy missiles, or have missiles. Missiles, I guess. I am going to die. I'd very much like you to die. Thank you. On PC for a few seconds. Congratulations! Any news on the keto? I mean, nothing particularly new. I'm probably out of ketosis right now because, hey, an orbital slicer. Because, James and Alea took me out yesterday for like a pre-birthday thing, so I had sushi and ice cream. It's the first time I had ice cream in like over a year, and it was very nice. But as far as like the diet in general, is I'm down over 160 pounds now, so I'm doing pretty well. Let's see, as of yesterday, I was at 239. And my initial goal was 200. I might go a little bit lower than that. I'll probably go about as low as this until I disappear from the ether. No, I don't know. I'll go whatever feels right. I've never not been a big guy, so I'm just kind of feeling it out as I go. Do I feel any different? Yeah. I like don't really get out of breath like I used to anymore because I'm carrying around a lot less weight, and I also I'm more active. I make sure to walk a couple of miles every day. This will be important if we ever get orbitals. But then beyond that, I'd say I feel pretty similar. Having been big literally my entire life, it's kind of weird because I know intellectually that I'm much smaller than I used to be, but if I look down and see myself, I still see the same fat guy that I always saw. So it's weird. So the only times that I really notice a difference is if I jump scare myself with it. Like if I am out and about and I see like my full reflection in a window, I'll be like, who the hell is that? Oh, that's me. But if I'm looking at a mirror in like the bathroom that only is like, you know, so high up, waist up, and it doesn't have the same effect, I see that and I'm just like, yeah, same old guy. I don't notice the difference. But then you look at a photo from like over a year ago and you go, oh yeah, and when I compare it directly, yes, that is quite the difference. We have an orbital slicer.
It's Morbin time.
Alright. It's hard to really work with just the one, but we're going to do our best. A thing a while ago where you needed to buy clothes. Figured you could eyeball it, but when you got here, bought a shirt size too small. I have not done any significant clothes shopping while I've been losing weight. For a couple of reasons. One, money. But two, I don't want to buy clothes and then continue losing weight and then having those clothes not be good. So a lot of the clothes that I wear, with some exceptions, weirdly enough, this shirt is one of the exceptions because I got it when I was at a convention last summer when I was visiting home. But most of the clothes that I have are much bigger than they need to be on me because I don't want to buy new clothes yet. Nah, frickin' Pulsar Heart. I'm not gonna fall into the Pulsar Heart trap again. I will say, being bigger means that you can still wear all of your clothes because, you know, you may swim in them, but they still cover you up. I imagine if you were really thin and are bulking up, that sucks because you have to buy new clothes throughout the entire time because it's just physics. The only real setback that I've been having lately is that I was also doing some like weightlifting with like dumbbells and stuff to try to also get stronger as I'm doing it, just for something to do. But I tweaked my shoulder and it's been rough for like the last couple of weeks and I can't really do anything with it. Not that it hurts doing day-to-day life, but I can't like lift weights with it, which is the thing that I wanted to do with it. So it's annoying being like I want to do this thing and I can't do it like physically. But I'm also really stubborn and I don't want to like wait for it to be better. A gym buddy to help me would not help really because one, I'm not in a gym. I just have some dumbbells here. And two, it's just I just need to heal. Like, if my gym buddy was like a physical therapist, maybe. Tie the weights to your torso and do squats. Well, I can already do that. Since I injured my shoulder, squats are fine. I can do squats, I can do sit-ups, I can do all that. I can do bicep curls if I'm careful. It's like, I can't do any shoulder presses. I can't do any chest exercises because that also is using the hinge in my shoulder a bit too much. And the last time I tried, because I was like, I could do it, I'll figure it out as I get there. I pushed forward with this shoulder, and this shoulder was just like, no, you're not holding that weight anymore. And then I nearly dropped it on myself, and I was just like, oh, I guess I'm not doing that anymore. Pencil in the ones you can't do for 2 weeks from now. Well, yeah, but it's been like 2 weeks since I started penciling. It hasn't really gotten any better. Which isn't to say that it, like, hurts in normal everyday stuff. It's literally I just can't do weight stuff. Living life is fine. That's no big deal. I think it's just a thing that I have to be patient for. But that means that I have to be patient for it. And that's no fun. You say I'm bad at patience, but it really depends on the subject matter that we're talking about. Because I've been, diligently doing this weight loss thing for a while. Before the weight loss thing, I grew my hair out just to see if I liked it, so I grew my hair out for 2 years as an experiment. I feel like that there's a level of patience and stuff like that. Yeah. Gotta go fast. Pylons are fine if we can do more orbital things. Not that the game is giving me orbital things, and now I gotta do a boss where I have this weird hodgepodge of a build going. Ouch, that's a rock. Oh, you know what? Yep. I guess I'll just crash into your face because I am bad. Alright, last try at orbital build. If it doesn't work, I'm moving on to something else. The next one would be the funny space butterfly ship thing. Perhaps. Stop making me try to do zap bullets. I'll do boomerangs instead. Because boomerangs share a lot of things with orbitals. Alright, boomerang bullet. I'm gonna need you to actually to kill someone to death. There we go. Just keep thinking Zap Brannigan every time. He just wants to drink his champagne. Alright. Just kind of wiggle back and forth and hope for the best. Okay. Wow, that's a whole lot of not good. Tell me about the doctor's appointment you had at the start of the month. I think you did, but I mean, feel free to share again if you like. Honestly, maybe mines will be okay right now. We do have Gemini coming up, which is not a fun boss to fight, as we just saw a second ago. Oh. If you guys want to swim right into the mines, I won't stop you. That's very cool, Mara. I'm glad to hear that. Pulsar Heart, why? Why are you like this? If I surrounded a heart with reloaders, then it would be probably marginally better. But that's a lot of space to give to something only to be marginally better, when if I did that for other weapons, they would still probably still be better. Havoc Super Focus. I could end a run right now. Just trying to do Havoc Super Focus with my one frickin' boomerang. But it would not be good. Havoc the Burst Gun. I'm not convinced that would be good either. I'm gonna take it, and then maybe one day I can turn the thing off on it. Assuming I get past this boss fight, which I won't. Let's go, Gedris! There he goes. I was like, just swim into that mine. It's fine. Okay. Another electron rifle. Sure. Okay. Took out a lot of the side riffraff. Shot at a lot of rocks for some reason. And shot at a lot of shields. How's it going, Hoverfish? Another boomerang, another pulsar heart. Oh boy. You're still fine there. He stole the beard, they will remember. James stole that beard! I had nothing to do with it. I'm innocent of these crimes. Is it better to have the pulse rifle right now? I don't think so. I think that its time between shots is just too dang long for it to be a practical solo weapon. James, what am I being accused of? What Tiny said. You stole the Rock's beard that one time. All right. Pylons are fine. Kill the spawners fast, so I'm not fighting an uphill battle with 8 million things all the time. One last spawner over here. So if you have breakfast for lunch, we call it brunch. So what do you call it when dinner is breakfast? Brinner? To be fair, anything you eat, if it's the first thing you eat all day, it's still breakfast, even if you eat it at night. You are breaking the fast of the previous day. Superconductor, just for now, because of the 2 electron rifles, are fine. Alright, who's ready for a long and exciting adventure? Alright, one of the roses hath been defeated. those shots weren't the most amazing shots in the world. There we go. You prefer Gemini over Stillness, honestly? Is that the ice one? Because if so, then I probably agree. Hey look, Zapwave's back! Omnidirectional aiming, 2 holograms, or burst fire to a weapon. I'm gonna get the mirrored because that'll help with orbitals later if I ever get them. And then I can just go meh, meh. The sad thing is, I think just doing something like that might be the ticket for now. It's not great or exciting, but kind of have to try to go with what the game gives you. Okay. Another boomerang launcher. Oh man. Alright. We can get out of the electron rifle business and get into the boomerang business. Is it worse? Yes. Should I not do it? Yes. That's it. Let's go to magic. Let's go and close that door. Haha. Well, I have nitro immune collision damage, but more boomerangs. You had me at boomerang. with Chef, I was just thinking that I was going to say I was doing this build for you, but then I was like, nah, that wouldn't be right. But if you said it, then all right, my statement stands. Once the mines start or once the marks start exploding, and then stuff starts happening. Ugh. Those were some terrible shots. Orbital slices and boomerangs move faster and block enemy bullets. Perfect. The superconductor works well with the zap wave, though. And the zap wave, I think, is what's actually getting me through this right now. It was amazing how I shot at so many things, and yet I still managed to hit nothing. The negative zone is now even more negative. I probably should upgrade the thing. Hey, a boomerang launcher. Something like that, maybe. Again, hit list with Zap Wave Shenanigans is always just good. It does also gain mark. This has to be the best build you've seen. Well, this is a strictly worse version of a build that I had earlier today, and then I just died to death about it. Oh, that's the one behind me right there. That's the real one. Just none of the marks are dying, which is the one problem with this build. The same problem I had last time is that if you're really reliant on something happening with those marks, and they don't, I'm dead. Yep. Good game. Alright, let's see what we get out of the gate. We have a hive. Alright, it wants me to slap people in the face. I will consider that, but I will also broadside my wings early on because I trust nothing. Savage mod is fine for Hive, so I can just slap somebody, put out bugs, have more health and speed about it. I just need to get a good melee weapon, probably the mandibles or something. Get back here! Get back here! Got him. Acid damage taken is reduced by your percent missed health. Adjacent weapons apply 2 acid to yourself and enemies. That could be good for later. I won't have it adjacent to anything right now. Just so if I happen to take acid damage, it won't hurt so bad. Just hit every rock. And bleh. Spawn a Razorfly and cleanse 50% acid, charge by losing 20% health. This is making me kind of be in the weapon or in the situation where I could do something like. Is this a good idea? Probably not. But that's why I'm doing it. This is fine. Is it a fun idea, though? Right up until I explode, they usually are. Thankfully, they exploded off screen. Feeding Frenzy is very dangerous. I can get a better reactant. Honestly, I think for now, I'm going to slap you over there. I'll just get the acid from killing enemies. And then this will advance cooldowns for other things, and that's fine. And then once I get a more reasonable way of healing myself, then I can slap that back on. Also, I could have double broadsided again, but I didn't. I got so much stink, and it hurts. Ow. Oh boy. Nothing to see here, just me gonna die to the last enemy here. Unless they die very shortly. Whew, okay, we're fine. Blade Swarm. Yay. These guys have anti-missiles, and my frickin' razor flies are missiles. It's very rude of them. Oh, it's a spawner because I saw one arrow turn into two. Okay. Slow weapons inflict acid, and acid weapons inflict slow. Nah. Could eventually, but eh. Yeah. When I can make my weapons inflict acid, which would then inflict slow, but it's also inflicting me with acid, and I just don't have the capacity to deal with that right now. A lot of things are dying, which means I'm getting a lot of acid, which means I'm getting a lot of pain. Which means I'm probably dead. Boy, we might have a win today. One day. Eventually. There. Let me try orbital and different flavor. Maybe that'll work for me. This seems like a terrible idea. I've never seen Light Sword be particularly good, but I still won't, at least not yet. I'm gonna hold it for if I get the stance I'm looking for. Alright. Havoc Super Focus. I have one gun. How's it going, Gendo? I could put on the sword with this and have a Havoc Super Focus with a super sword because the sword is not a gun, so it wouldn't stop this. But every time my weapon fires with the super sword on, I will wreck my own existence. Does Super Focus work on range stance? I think it does, because I think it is now classified as a gun. Hey, look, range stance. It is a gun. This is gonna hurt a lot. I now wish I had a better weapon for this. It's not giving me the overheat, which is nice. Ouch. Oh boy. Okay. This is fine. This is fine. Just juke a little. We're fine. We're fine. Everything's fine. Maybe I use the light hammer instead. Or I just get Blade Works and make my sword even angrier. Super Focus highlights it, so it should work with it. It is a gun. The reason why you don't necessarily see an explosion is because it's got infinite piercing, so I don't know if that messes with it. Trying not to die. I'm gonna die. Trying not to die. Oh, well. Goodbye. I just... This game has a way of just beating you down. I'm not even on the hardest difficulty. Dude, slime launcher. I think there might be a conversion bullet thing here somewhere. I think probably, possibly, maybe. Why did this guy frickin' go into frickin' deep space? Jeez. All right. I got judgment for all the healing that I'm currently doing. How's it going, Phoenix? Less than 50 likes on today's video. How dare people not like clouds? I don't know what people like anymore, man. Just play what you like and people will watch. Yeah, I've tried that before. That's not necessarily true. There are not at least enough people for it to be financially feasible. And with Chef, yes. The new age vernacular forever improves. And by improves, I mean changes, not necessarily improves. If you do something for financial reasons without enjoying it, what's the real difference? Like, I don't not enjoy what I do. Would I enjoy it if I can play exactly whatever game I wanted and the game didn't matter? Sure, I would enjoy it more. Do I enjoy playing the games that I am playing much more than the job that I had before this? Yes. Particularly in the fact that I make my own hours and I essentially do what I want, even if the games that I play exactly are not exactly the ones that I would want to do. It's still a lot better than what I was doing before. Heavy loader is good if I get a stance. Hologram does not help the stance as much. Mr. Imlo, thank you for the 17 months.
I am invincible! Invincible!
How's it going? It's either hologramming the melee weapon or heavy loading and then assuming that I'll get stance again specifically. Yeah, I'll get the hologram. That's going to be more useful more often. JD Super Chef! Light mace. Yeah, armor and another melee weapon. Sure. Kind of plow through. Oof. I like the Bukalar. Like that. I have many melee weapons. Now if I can get a whirlwind stance, that'd be lovely. wiggle through them. Another light mace, or another companion, or another thruster. More armor, please. Maybe I'll have the guns pointing various other different ways. I'll have a flanking side. We're not fast, but we'll get there. A light hammer, yet another melee weapon to slap somebody with. Oh, I just realized the last boss, or the boss here is Gemini, so I'm so cooked. Just be patient. But what if I don't wanna? Like if you're flying a forklift. That's what I do, baby! Jousting Lance will give me momentum. Will that be beneficial or not beneficial? Gives me speed and armor, yada yada, if I believe in myself or something, I don't know. Let's go build up a head of steam, and then we'll just go diving headfirst into them and see what happens. Alright, don't worry, I'll be back. One day. Perfect. What a flawless execution. I nailed it. So nailed. Well, one way or another, this fight will be over soon. Yay! Oh, I was supposed to die there? Did the game not read the script? What did you say about patience? I don't know. I wasn't patient enough to read what you said. Ow. If I'm gonna die, I'll die right here. Did it. One more. Trying to get a stance early. If I don't, I'll switch it up to something else again. Thunder stance. Well, all right. Then Hurley stands. If only I had that. I don't know. 60 seconds ago. Okay, now will I get a melee weapon to put in that Thunder Stance? A light mace. It's a start. So yeah, I'll have the broadside guns until I can get something really cooking here. There we go. Companion, sure, why not? And then we just... Light Buckler. Would you consider companions orbitals? Meh. Hey, look, the Joust mod. Look at that. Now we go fast. Don't worry, guys. I'm a professional. Can't you tell? Can't you tell at how professional I am? Oh, that's a rock. So who amongst you thought that I was gonna die there? Because if you say no, you're a liar. Or was it that I need to put it here? I forget. I think it was here. Because it just affects that. Okay. The Thunder Stance 2, Electric Boogaloo. I guess I won't run headlong into these guys this time. I suppose. This is one of the reasons why I don't like Thunder Stance. Like, Thunder Stance is like... Cool, you're still dead. Unless you get everything that you need for it, and then it's like, alright, it's pretty good. Rain stance. Or I can Havoc Super Focus one of my guns for funsies. I could swap Thunderstance to a Rain Stance and just be like, heck with it, but... Honestly, Thunderstance isn't really doing it for me right now. I'm gonna just potentially abandon that ship. Problem is I'm circling the wrong way. I know that, but course correcting is... ugh. Nothing I really like about any of this, but it's fine. Ow. God, these zappers behind me just rinsing me. Yes, I know someone said I should put a blaster behind me and I didn't. This is what I get. I'm bad at video games and now I'll die for it. Everything's fine. Hologram, probably, I guess. None of these are particularly exciting. Burst fire on the stance is fine. Nah. Just make it a really bucklery buckler. Good night, Tiny. Have a good one. Bulwark sounds great. Sure, I'll put a gun in the back for safety. Just keep trying to reflect. Nah. Just grab some more companions about it, I suppose. Stop circling in the wrong direction. I need to circle in the right direction so that I can also hit my laser beams for a little damage that's worth. Alright, we got our Healy orbs swarming. Our objective is just to reflect as many of the bullets coming towards us as possible. Well, there's Whirlwind Stance. There's the orbital stance. We have all three stances. In case we wanted to do something with that. Hmm. God, that freaking wiggly bastard. Alright, this is my life now. Oh, these guys are so annoying! It's like, I will win. Eventually. One day. Oh, God. Now I gotta deal with this guy. Oh, and I'm so screwed. I literally can't leave. Alright, cool. I'm glad. This is my favorite. I'm so happy. Dive head first, get myself killed. It's easier. Bullet blocked. That might be good eventually. Probably not good right now, but one day. My bullets to remember, that's why I didn't put it on at this current juncture. Do you think I said that that's good but not right now just for ha-has? I mean, admittedly, there's probably a stream delay, so you probably typed that before I even said it, but still. Good night, Phoenix! That should be all the spawners, I think. Nope, one more. Another negation barrier! Oh, I have so many barriers of negation. If only it would give me a weapon that I can use with that. Go. Alright. Mines lock on when you ram a ship, restore a shield or a missile launcher, which also can't go through the shields that I've picked up. Impact charger plus shield restore. These guys suck with bullets. I'm almost wondering if I do this knowing that I can't shoot outside of my thing. Just try to ram into people and or just bully them out. It's probably not going to work. But these guys are very bullet forward. Although I suppose bouncy bullets, if they get inside, is also like just a death sentence of death. It's not so bad so far. I can kind of deal with them as they come. Zap bullets don't have pierce naturally. I can just get even more shield restore. You know, just more shield restore. We're just gonna put it all on. What the heck? The fact that my gun's range pretty much isn't bigger than my shield is sort of working for me. The railgun does work. So I now have a long range option. You say railgun build as if I have any influence over what gun the games gives me. Well, that'll take care of that. Alright. Xenophobia, do it. Go. I'm getting real salty today. I've not had any good runs yet today thus far. They've all been just wrecking me. We found some weird sauce when you cloning program Zapwave and it gets too low in rarity. It starts playing weird with itself in decimal places. So, I don't know if you're terribly concerned about something like that, but that's something we found today. Yeah, it does a lot of that. And then when it gets to common, it gives you -1 mark on top of giving you a strange decimal of a Zap Bullet. Alright. I don't remember if you have any conversion nonsense, but I'll grab just in case. I don't remember. Where do you put the melee buff when you have the Thunder Stand? Next to the Thunder Stand, I believe. Recursion missiles. Fine. Another Virtual Reaper. Can't have too much of those. Ow. A lot of people do compliment this game's music. It must be said. That said, I've made some pretty sick tracks in Mario Paint that one time, so you know, I know a thing or two. Okay. Just keep it moving. Bless Check, thank you for the 41 months. Appreciate you. How you doing? Casually outmaneuvering those enemies that used to kill him every time. I think it's more I've lost so much today that I'm only half paying attention because probably the next time I die, I'll be done for the evening and I'm just... my care cup runneth dry. And anything I do beyond that that appears to have some semblance of skill is just that. A hologram. What do I want a hologram? More missiles, I guess. Also, it's Gemini, so I'll probably be dead here in a second, and then I can go make dinner or something. Reloader would also probably be decent. Take it nice and slow. Okay, we're past Gemini. Hey, look, another reloader. Sure. Piercing bullets, burst fire, or star map. Honestly, I'm not in love with anything here, so I'm just gonna star map. Yeah. Don't worry, I'll hit every rock. That was a weird graphical anomaly there. That one missile was getting anti-missiled for a very long time. Yeah. As with most builds today, I'm not in love with this one, but you get what you get. To be fair, Gadgeous, that is the story of everyone's life. Everyone gets what they get, because if they got what they didn't get, then how did they get it if they didn't get it? Think about it. I'll grab this, because then I can condense those reloaders at some point. Let's go, Manitoban. We are doing some neon striking, but this is probably my last run, for better or for worse, because I've been having an evening about it. You know what? Missile Echo sounds great, and I think I would hologram that instead of the recursion launcher. Which honestly means that I should move that down like that. And then, am I doing that? It's not great, but I mean, if I'm doing that, I might as well do that. Eh. And I'm still not fast enough to escape him before he just kills me, because he's got 8 zillion life, and he's just faster than me and has 12 million guns. So, yeah, I think that'll be it for me today. I striked out on Neon Striker. I'm guessing that's what the striker means. Yeah, dive. I've had an evening with it, so I hope everybody enjoyed watching me die over and over and over again. I hope everybody has a great rest of their evening. See you guys next time. Bye.